Hello everyone, Namaste. I'm Dr. 𝓜𝓸𝓷𝓪 and I'm an author of the best-selling book Raising a Mindful Parent. So this is the book which I have written, Raising a Mindful Parent, and this book is all about how to raise confident young adults for a world which is there in the future. A world which you and we have both not seen. We don't know what is going to be there in that world, right? So from 10 20 years from now, how the world is going to look like. So mindful parenting is preparing your children for that kind of a world. Today we are dealing with the COVID and corona pandemic. We don't know what is going to come there in the world after 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. So preparing your child to be ready for that kind of a world which is unknown to everyone, to you and to me. So that is basically what mindful parenting is. So today's video I want to talk about, people normally ask me that you've written a book on this, so what is exactly mindful parenting? So I just want to share a few thoughts what according to me is mindful parenting and what I am trying to tell all the parents about it. Mindful parenting is being very mindful that the child which is has come into this world through you are the people, mother and the father who has given birth to the child. It is your child, but the child has a separate identity. The child is not an extension of you. The child has a separate body, a separate mind, a separate soul. So please respect that and treat the child accordingly. And do not try to make the child a mini version of yourself. So many of the times, we do what we do with children is that, I don't like this, you don't do this. I don't like to eat this, you don't eat that. You will not give the child anything. So many times we try to, in a way we are making the child a mini version of ourselves, which is not right. So we have to be very mindful that this child in front of me is a different identity, is a separate identity. And the child can has his own likings. If I like sweets, it's not necessary that my child will also like sweets. My child can like savory, or my child can hate sweets. So we have to be very mindful and not get very upset that how being my child, how can you do that? So being mindful of that, this is one aspect. Second is many times what the parents do is probably like I wanted to be a musician when I was a child, but I never got the opportunities, but I love music. So what I'll do when I have a child, I'll ask my child, you learn music. You have to learn music. You have to be a very good musician. Why? The child can have a different liking. The child might like dancing, child might like theater, child might like sports, but even my child doesn't want to be a musician. So we have to understand that not to put your expectations on the child. What you wanted to be, you did not get a chance to be. So do not expect your child to do that for you, fulfill your wishes for you. So parenting, as we all know, is a second chance to live our childhood. But we have to live our childhood through the child and not impose it on the child. So that is also another kind of, this is also mindful parenting. If we keep that in mind and if we think about it, this is also what mindful parenting is. The next point is of mindful parenting is that every child which comes into this world comes with a purpose. Every child has a larger purpose, has a life purpose to fulfill, and we should let the child do that on their own. We should empower the child, encourage the child to go on that path and fulfill their life purpose, and not tell them that no, this is dangerous, how can you do that, in our family nobody does that. So do not use all kind of terms. You do not use terms which are stopping them from achieving their highest potential. So let them achieve their highest potential. Let them achieve whatever they want to achieve in this world, and just empower them, encourage them and support them in every way. So this is what mindful parenting is. Another very big aspect of mindful parenting is we be very mindful of all your interactions with the child. So many times what happens is, like, we think it is a small child our child is smaller than us, we are the parents, we are elder, we are bigger, older in age also, so we can say anything to the child that we want. But no, that is not right. So you have to respect the child for being an individual and talk to the child in a way that you would like to be talked to, right? So if by chance the child spills a glass of milk on the floor and the milk is spilled and the glass is broken, so you will not go and go and shout at the child, what have you done, are you out of your mind, how can you throw the see what mess you've created, now go and clean this, you can't do any one thing properly. Do not say that, unless you want someone to say this to you when you dropped. I mean, you can also accidentally drop a glass of milk or a glass of milk. So if you're okay with someone else coming and telling this to you, then you can use this with your child. If not, then please don't use it with your child. So one meter of gauging how you should talk to your child is, if instead of your child, if it is your friend or some older family member, will you talk to them in the same tone with the same words? So that is a gauge. So if you can talk in the same tone and the same words with anyone else, then you can talk it with your child. If not, then please do not use those words with your children. Respect the children and respect their individuality, respect them as a being. So I think these, according to me, are a few steps of what mindful parenting looks like. So if you would like to go into detail what is mindful parenting, I recommend you to buy my book, or probably you can get in touch with me, follow me on various social media channels, where I keep on sharing a lot of information, a lot of tips. I keep on sharing some videos, my lives are happening, so you can catch me there, and probably you can know a little more in depth of what mindful parenting is, or you can have an appointment with me and we can take things further. So anyways, please take care and let me know how you like the video and if any other topic you would like me to talk on. Thank you so much for watching.